look at their face and look at their eyes.
They're cast down.
I can't do.
Their eyes are cast
They're
down.
cast down, yes.
Not a lot of joy.
No joy, true. No zeal for it. And what else? You already had sadness and rejection was present.
Would it be unbelief? Like, do they believe? What?
No, I wouldn't say it's unbelief that's there.
It was very mechanical when I was listening to it.
Yes, it had a mechanical touch to it. No? More? When a person feels alone, they have a look like that. So, when that aloneness is there, and you have the spirit of sadness set in, and a rejection through condemnation. And that's what's going on there. Both of them are trying to get a point across, but they're suffering from a rejection through condemnation. Now, is that how God calls us to be?
No.
No? See? It pronounces most with Caleb. That rejection and condemnation. Standing alone, unwanted, feeling. You know, and overwhelmed by the sadness. Now, that's not the expression that we are supposed to have as believers. We're not. That's not the way we're supposed to go. And it took a while for me to get hold of what was actually going on. Because I've seen it many times here. And then I realized, what's missing is that people have been condemned for having fun. Okay? And this is something that we have to consider. Did Jesus come and say, I've come that you can have more sadness and more rejection and more condemnation in your life and no fun?
Yeah.
He said, I come that you can have life and life more abundantly. Well, abundant life means fun. I know there's people that as soon as I will do something with a child trying to break them out of an attitude, oh, well, he's just teasing you. Am I? Or am I trying to get them out of a different mode so they can have fun? You see, when you take that and you stop them from having fun by putting what you think is a rational explanation into something that you don't know what's going on, you might as well take a knife and stab them in the back. You might as well stab that child. Because what you're doing is you are hurting their character, their soul is in agony. But if you can get them changed so they're in an attitude to be able to have fun, you can have fun with them. And it doesn't show up like that. Because this is something that we have to understand. Many of us came out of very rough backgrounds. That doesn't mean that you have to teach the children to be as miserable as you are or were in your growing up. I have a habit, I'll grab and hold the children and claim that their knee is their nose. Huh? You tell them that's your knee and not your nose. They know that. You think they're stupid idiots? You think so?
No.
But what did I do? I opened so that the logic center would shut down so they wouldn't be dwelling on their pain. And they can dwell. Because this is an illogical situation. The logic center can't deal with it, so it shuts down. And it sends it over to the fun center. You can't have logic fun. Do you know that?
That's interesting.
That's
I
all the
understand a lot
programs
more
are
about
for
that
the
now.
children. All these programs everybody's setting up is all logic.
Yeah, and it's not fun. When the children can be spontaneous, they can have fun. When adults can be spontaneous, you can have fun. But if everything has to be in a step-by-step logical formation, you'll drive yourself right out of the kingdom. You won't know how to have fun. Do you think all the things that our Father prepared for us is all cut and dried and boring? He gave us spontaneity to be able to move forward, to go through the rough times. You know, when I go searching for their belly button under their armpit, you think they don't know that that's not where their belly button is kept? But you know, there's people here that says, well, you tell them that's your armpit. They know that. But look how much fun they have. Well, I go looking for it. And you take that away from them. You force them back onto the logical mode. Oh. And they've lost the moment. And when you lose the moments like that, you dwell on the sadness. Not the things that are joyful, not the things that are good. What did Paul tell you to dwell on? The crap that goes on in your life? The good stuff. What you see in others, what you see, what God has already blessed you with. Dwell on that. This thing about no fun. You know, we gotta be conservative, no fun. No, get your head out of the toilet. It doesn't belong there. God didn't tell you to keep your rear end in the air and your head in the toilet. Did he? You can't find that anywhere in the Bible. But when you take fun out of your life or somebody else's life, that's exactly where you're putting your head. Because now Satan's able to take your joy away from you. And where is your strength? In the joy of
Jesus.
Oh. So if you take that away from you, what have you got? You got no joy. You've got no strength then to ward off what the devil's throwing at you.
So that's when people are loud, like when they laugh. I know a couple of things happen with the children and even with myself, that when you're really happy and you're spontaneous, then people go, be quiet, be quiet, be quiet.
Yeah, because they're trying to take your joy away. The spontaneity of the moment.
That's pretty sad when it's your own children. Interesting.
And you've got to be able to release joy so that you can have the strength of Jesus. What did he say to the when they were trying to keep the children away from him?
Suffer the little children to come unto me.
Bring him unto me.
Yeah. What does it mean to suffer them?
Let them come. Allow.
Get your logic center out of the picture.
So what about when they're embarrassed then because your children are loud or embarrassed that your parent is too loud? What would make them embarrassed?
Their own insecurity will make them embarrassed. When a person lives for their insecurity, everything embarrasses them.
But isn't there also a laughter that comes from insecurity that is?
There
actually
is,
more-
and it's mutanic that laughs, not the person. Mutanic laughs.
Is that, what's his name, Bill Winston, is that a Mutanic laugh that he does that Jerry imitates so well?
Which laugh is that?
No,
What's this?
I know, but I thought it
Or
was Mutanic as
something
well.
like that.
Yeah. Well, he didn't have a pleasant youth. And he's trying to break free from his past. You know, when you're told to stand at the corner and your mom will be right back, and after 3 days she hasn't shown up, and you're still standing at the corner? That's a lot of insecurity that takes place. A lot of rejection, a lot of sadness there.
Do you think he was victimized by racism as well?
It's possible. Yeah, because he's shorter than most men, and he's, you know.
So that laughter is an expression of the pain or trying to break the pain?
It's an expression that Mutanic is there because of the pain. So that shrill-like laugh that isn't easy to listen to, that'll often be Mutanic at the source of it.
So should people try to silence that though?
You see, what you need to do is get them to feel secure so they can learn to laugh a normal laugh, not a demonic laugh.
Is Mutanic always associated with the cloak of invisibility, or could it be a part of the cloak?
It can be part of the cloak, it can be part of 50 other things. But the aspect I'm trying to get, we were made to have fun. When you take fun out of your life, what have you got?
Sadness.